Alright, our next act is Marissa Davina doing a Bible drama.
Alright, so I have my horn, flute, lyre, psaltery, bagpipe. Maybe I'll have you guys sit. Can they sit here? Yeah. You are one.
I don't know.
This is psaltery.
Okay.
I like horn.
I'm not that bad.
Alright, so whoever, let me think. The horn can go here. Who's the horn? Horn, and then flute, flute. Yes, flute. Lyre. Psaltery. Bagpipe. Awesome. You guys are going to be making the noises probably about 4 times, and then I'll just point to each one of you, and you can just do it real fast.
Marissa?
Yes.
What does the psaltery do?
It's kind of like a heart. You can just plug it a little bit.
Give her a sound.
Nebuchadnezzar set up an image, the height of which was 60 cubits, and its width 6 cubits, and he set it up in the plain of Dura, in the province of Babylon. Then Nebuchadnezzar sent word to assemble the satraps, the prefects, the governors, the counselors, the treasurers, the judges, the magistrates, and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And so the satraps, the prefects, the governors, the counselors, the treasurers, the judges, the magistrates, and all the rulers of the provinces were assembled for the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then the herald loudly proclaimed, "To you the command is given, O peoples, nations, and men of every language, that the sound of the horn, flute, lyre, trigon, and all kinds of music are to fall down and worship the golden image. But whoever does not fall down and worship shall be cast into the midst of the furnace of blazing fire. Therefore, at the sound of the horn, flute, lyre, psaltery, and bagpipe, and all kinds of music, the people fell down and worshipped the golden image. For this reason, at this time, certain Chaldeans came forward and said to King Xerxes, "King Nebuchadnezzar, there are certain Jews whom you have appointed of the province of Babylon, namely Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have disregarded you. They do not serve your gods or worship the golden image that you have set up. Now, O king, and the king was enraged and got up and said, 'Bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.' And these 3 men were brought before the king. And King Nebuchadnezzar said, 'Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you do not serve my gods or worship the golden image that I have made?' Therefore, at the sound of the horn, flute, lyre, psaltery, bagpipe, and all kinds of music, you are to fall down and worship the golden image that I have made." Very well. But if you do not worship, you shall be cast into the midst of a furnace of blazing fire. And what God is there who can deliver you out of my hands? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said, "King Nebuchadnezzar, there is no need for us to give you an answer concerning this matter. Our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the furnace of blazing fire, and he will deliver us out of your hand, O king. But even if he does not, Let it be known to you, O king, that we are not going to serve your gods or worship the golden image that you have set up. Then the king was filled with wrath, and his facial expression was altered towards Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and he gave orders to heat the furnace 7 times more than it was usually heated. He also assigned certain valiant warriors who were in his army to toy up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in order to cast them into the furnace of blazing fire. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were tied up with their trousers, their coats, their caps, and their outer garments, and were cast into the midst of the furnace of blazing fire. The men who carried up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, because the fire was made extremely hot, were slain by the fire. But these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell into the midst of the furnace of blazing fire, still tied up. Then Nebuchadnezzar stood up in haste and said to his officials, "Was it not 3 men who we cast bound into the midst of the fire?" And they said, "Certainly, O king." "I see 4 men loosed and walking about in the fire without harm, and the appearance of the 4th is like a son of the gods." Then Nebuchadnezzar approached the fiery furnace, and he said, "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you servants of the Most High God, come out!" Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out to the furnace of blazing fire. And the satraps, prefects, and governors saw, in regard to these men, the fire had no effect on the bodies of these men, nor was the hair of the head singed, nor were the trousers damaged, nor had even the smell of fire even come upon them. Then Nebuchadnezzar said, "Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has delivered his servants who put their trust in him, violating the king's command, and yielding up their bodies so as not to serve or worship any god except their own God. Therefore I make a decree that any people, nation, or tongue who speaks anything offensive against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be torn limb from limb, and his house reduced to a rubbish heap, inasmuch as there is no God who can deliver in this way." Then Nebuchadnezzar caused Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to prosper in the province of Babylon.
Wow, wasn't that amazing? Thank you, Marissa. Okay, up next we have Rachel and Christina Brown with their musical number.